I'm already seeing comments coming in about making me laugh. Roadblock already talking about are we back or is it clickbait, bro? It doesn't matter. Look. I'm not even finna start off the stream in a bad manner. I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling good. I came back to the gym to a 25x. I bought a little meme coin at 40K market cap, maybe a little bit lower, like 30, 36 or something. I came back to $2, $3 million market cap. I'm feeling good. You feel me? Um, I don't know. Are we back? Are altcoins back? Come on, guys. Let's be real. We already know what we've been doing wrong for the last 3 years. We've been fighting the Fed. Of course, I'm not going to come in here and say altcoins are back. The title is part of the show and the engagement of the show, right? Of course, we need a lot of things to happen, right? And I got what we need to happen. I got what we need to happen, right? And let me show you guys, right? We need a U.S. say China tariff deal. Well, I don't think we got that. I think we just got the defense. The with that the India and U.S. deal. India and U.S. just did a tariff deal. We need rate cuts and QE. I would just say the end of QT, right? Which means Fed money printing, right? And then we'll get the definition of altcoin season. I don't know why y'all want to start this up. We just got in the show. My name is Crypto Millie. Today is two for Tuesday, double up day. Usually, whatever you did yesterday, we double up today. I'm living by that. I did some shit yesterday, and I just double it up today, right? Positive mental attitude. It doesn't matter if we're back or not. It's all about being positive, guys, and subscribing to the mentality of hustle over hopium. Because as long as we got our hustle in check, we always gonna be back, right? The reason I was able to buy meme coin at 40K because I'm grinding, so I got a little extra money to play with, and came back to a good little, man, you know what I'm saying? A little amount in my wallet. I was like, oh shit. I checked my Solana wallet. I was like, what the fuck? Where did this come from? Let's go. Let's fucking go, man. Now, are we back? I wouldn't say that. Salute to Fartcoin. So don't buy this token, right? But I bought Fartcoin too, right? At a very, very low market cap. And I don't know, it probably crashed by now, but whatever. I don't care. Don't buy it. I'm just letting guys know. Salute to the fart coin meta. Don't fade the farts. All right. Salute to the fart coin meta. All right. So we just talked about what we need to happen. A lot of that still hasn't happened. No, nothing has changed, guys. Nothing has changed. It's good to see crypto decoupling away from the stock market a little bit. Yes, it's good. It feels good. It gives us a little bit of hopium, right? And if you've been paying attention to some of the strongest tokens in the market right now, something like Tau, right? Then you're probably in a good mood. I know a lot of people, it's in my private groups that got into Tau below 200 bucks, below 200 bucks. So like there has been opportunity, yes, in crypto within the last 30 days. If I want to speak on, to my case, right, not to make anybody feel any type of way, right? I didn't get a chance to buy any of the dip. You know what I'm saying? My chipperoos came in late. You know what I'm saying? Came in a little bit late. You know what I'm saying? And then things had already moved a little bit, right? So I was forced to play with some low cap shitters, right? And try to make something happen. You're gonna lose money, you're gonna win money, but when you win, there's be some pretty nice wins, right? But that's my story, right? I wish I was able to buy Jasmy when it just went under a penny. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get a chance to do it, but I know people that bought Jasmy under a penny and they up 2x right now, right? I know people that bought Tau when it was pre 200, but I had other things I had to do. I had to grab me a couple Tau while I was in the 200s. You know what I mean? My average is actually, I got a really, really nice average, but I wanted to get that under 200 Tau, and I didn't get a chance to buy the dip. I bought a little bit higher, right? It was like 250 or something. I bought a couple Tau, staked them, whatever, right? So I'm not, I didn't call anything. I'm not, but I did say the last couple days, I said, guys, be looking for some relief. The trenches are heating up. The market is heating up. Things are oversold. The DXY is under 100. The Bitcoin dominance looks like it really wants to put in a correction, right? And the Bitcoin dominance is actually going even crazy, right? Bitcoin is over 90K, right? I told you guys about a few longs that I had. I had a long in on Solana, had a long on BTC. I also had a short and a short on Solana and a short on BTC. I was able to close my shorts and I made a little bit of money with the two longs that I had, right? So, there's always opportunity in crypto. If you follow me on X, you probably seen my X post when I said stop focusing on Ethereum, and if Ethereum needs to hit an all-time high for you to make money in crypto, because that's the biggest hoax in crypto. Guys, there's opportunities daily. I get it. Like real life happens. Real life happens with me as well, right? So I can't come here and say I gotten things at the best price. I wish I did. I didn't. But salute to the people that did, man. We got to celebrate to the people that had that resolve, that was coming in on the live shows like, man, I'm bullish here. I'm buying the dip because they seeing a little bit of relief. They deserve that relief. Legends, big kahunas, salute. Let's not be haters. You know what I mean? So I'm hopeful, right? But also know my hustle, and regardless of what happens in the market in the next 6 months, I'm prepared for either scenario. That's the only thing that I've been working to preach for the last week or so. Like just proper preparation for either scenario, because at the end of the day, each scenario from a long-term perspective is bullish. No scenario we look at, unless we get some type of doom and gloom, the end of the world type of event, we turn into zombies, it's bearish, right? All the long term in my perspective, from this point on, is bullish, right? At least for the next 4 years, until we see how the next house and things will look, right? So that's just my perspective. Again, keep your energy up, man. I just came from the gym before doing this stream, so I probably got a lot of energy right now. Off the test, baby. Let's go. Let's get into some of these comments, man. We got 25 people up in here. I'm talking about, are we back with the stream? Not altcoin season. Yeah, bro. We back with the stream, man. We back with the stream. But how y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? Is it a time to be looking at it? I've seen a lot of people posting the crypto total market cap here. The others chart putting in a triple bottom. Will this triple bottom lead to an explosive relief within altcoins? Maybe so. I didn't know that the guy that was going on this press run with the with Tao, Barry Silbert, I didn't know that he was actually a billionaire. That's crazy. I know I didn't know. So don't be down on me because I didn't know. I didn't know about that guy history and stuff like that. But this is crazy. We got Bitcoin maxis and now we got billionaires going on press runs shilling Tao. They're shilling Tao so hard that people in real world in Web 2, they're calling these guys scammers, like, oh, you guys are still shilling another shitcoin Tao. It's like, bro, Tao, how can you say Tao is a shitcoin? That's crazy. It's crazy how the people, the big like stock market people, they call anything in cryptocurrency a shitcoin that's not Bitcoin. If it ain't Bitcoin, it's a shitcoin. They call Ethereum a shitcoin. They don't even care. Right. But I was like, oh man, we got a billionaire literally going on a press run, promoting our project. We did have breaking news coming in fresh hot. Looks like Chris from crypto.com did close his deal with Trump Media. One step closer to history, we executed a full agreement covering our partnership with Trump Media and Technology Group, featuring global distribution of Trump Media's ETFs, including okay. Crow fam, salute. Powered by the leading platform bridging crypto and DeFi. So love to see it, right? Chris really standing on business and utilizing those tokens in the right manner. That's what matters. And these are the type of partnerships and integrations that you need. What better partnership and integration than something that's owned by the president himself, President Trump. So I think that's pretty bullish. It is pretty bullish, especially when you look at how Crow has went about its marketing. I know we have to make a decipher between Chronos, the chain, and the exchange, right? I've always used the exchange. It's my favorite exchange, right? You can go check out my crypto.com link and earn 25 to $50 from your first purchase using my referral link, of course, right? But at the end of the day, we've always wanted to see that utility with the token and just more development within the token, whether that be builders, whether that be developers, whether that be creators coming over to Cronus Chain, similar to what we see from Solana, Sui, and now even Tau, that would cause more appreciation in the price for the crypto.com token. Guys, you got to start putting these cryptocurrencies on your watch list. It doesn't matter whether it's bearish or bullish. You should always be doing research. You should always be sharpening your craft. You should always have a plan, and you should always have a list of tokens that you're not into. You're watching. That way, you are prepared when you do come across that extra liquidity to take advantage of those altcoin opportunities. Because despite what is happening with Ethereum, we cannot deny the fact that opportunities will always present themselves in cryptocurrency, and it happens daily. I cannot stress this enough. I would argue that Solana right now is more important than ETH, right? I know a lot of people don't like that. That's probably the unpopular opinion. I'm a big fan of Ethereum. I think that Vitalik is a legend in the space. I'm not going to sit here and make fun of ETH holders or anything like that. But I often think how the Wall Street feel about choosing ETH as that ETF opposed to something like Solana at first, right? But you know, ETH it gets the what we call it, it gets the seniority, right? It's the second biggest token, right? And one of the most respected tokens in the space. So hopefully we do start to see Ethereum itself put in some moves here so you guys can get that true altcoin season. Let's see if we are finally getting that Ethereum buy signal. Not yet, not yet, not yet. We got that Ethereum signal, but that buy signal that we did print yesterday with Bitcoin was really on point. Oh my goodness. We got that buy signal on Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin jumped to 90K. So again, a perfect example of my personal script that I created here, throwing in that buy signal, and then we wake up to nice good moves from BTC. So what we're hoping here is we get some type of action from Ethereum, so we can get some of our ERC tokens like AXGT and others to finally show some action. Maybe some of the memes like Wolf, Doja on Mars, or whatever Jesus coin or whatever meme coins that you guys hold finally get some type of relief, because I think anybody that's still watching these shows, watching crypto, in crypto, showing up each and every day, truly does deserve these type of release, regardless if it's altcoin season or not, right? I know y'all love the altcoin. It's altcoin season, Billy. Is we back? We back for a little bit, but I don't think it's sustainable until we start to see that liquidity flow into the states, right? We are starting to see Japan liquidity, global liquidity rising. We've seen China doing QE. I believe the UK as well. So we're coming along, but as soon as we can get Jay Powell, the big dog, Jay Powell and Trump on the same page, we can start to see some easing in the market and some really good moves, right? I haven't checked the stock market. Is the stock market doing good, chat? What's the stock market doing? I ain't really check it. Is the stock market still like showing a lot of weakness, or are we starting to see some strength in the stock market? Okay, we're starting to see some strength today in the stock market. So that's actually pretty bullish as well, right? Because, you know, crypto was able to still perform yesterday in the midst of the stock market, losing billions, almost trillions of dollars. And now we're getting that bounce from the stock market. So it's going to help crypto even more, right? From a risk on perspective. Yep. All right, let's get into some of these comments, guys. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and keep your favorite crypto and door-to-door entrepreneur inside the algorithms. My name is Crypto Millie, and you can find me on X at Altcoin Millie, not Altcoin CZ. What's up, Overcoin? Bitcoin went over 90. We might be bullish, Millie. Well, let's check that out, right? Because I just want to know where all the bears were that was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Where are y'all at? Because y'all was talking about this was this and this was that, and y'all got mad at me because they like, oh, you bullish now. And I put that on the post. I mean, you're supposed to be bearish until you see a bullish opportunity. You're not supposed to be bearish and then forget like, oh, there might be opportunity here. You know, that's not how it works, right? You're supposed to be bullish. You're supposed to be bearish until you're bullish and bullish until you're bearish, right? Not just one way. You know what I mean? That's how you miss out on everything. Okay, when we seen the correction, we wanted to make sure people understood that hey, this environment has changed. This environment is showing weaknesses. Now, when I seen strength in the market, when I seen the market oversold, and I'm seeing some of the major catalysts that can affect the market, like the DXY and the Bitcoin dominance, starting to show a little bit of signs of weaknesses. Yes, kind of seen a, I could kind of see a relief rally happening. Maybe not altcoin season, but definitely due for relief, right? And now that we are putting in this strong candle above this trend line here, one can only wonder what will happen if we get a confirmation candle. That means the second candle above this trend line, which would happen next week. If next week is very bullish, then it's a good chance that we may be in 2020 here when we had that 300-day correction. Literally, every cycle has the 300-day correction, approximately around 300 to 350-day correction here, which is 50 bars. Each cycle had that 300-day correction, and we were just having our 300-day correction, and we're headed into the last leg and last phase of this bull market. So there's a possibility that that's what's happening. There's a possibility that that's what's happening, and if we do get I know, right. It's crazy, right? Because this could go either way. It could still go either way because, like, now that the market is showing a lot of strength, even though people feel broke, I don't know if that's actually bullish or bearish. I think as if you're betting on the house, you would want something bad to happen first, so that everything will go lower, and it'll, you know, kind of make the Fed have to do something. But now, when we ask ourselves this question, I mean, does the Fed have to do something? Will we get to June, right? And when we get to June, are they going to say, "Oh, the market is strong. We don't want to. We're going to pause again"? All right, I know it's a 30% chance, but it's still early, too early to really predict what's going to happen in June. So the market bouncing back so fast and holding this strength, if you were wanting to buy more, this is not really good because you like, God damn, I just wanted to make some more money to buy some more. And if you didn't buy, you're probably not feeling good because you like, damn, I didn't have the money or I should have bought the dip. I just didn't. And then the people who bought at the top, they might just be waiting for them to just to make their money back just to get out. But then again, when that happens, you usually get these rallies, right? Where people try to like suppress the price, but then Bitcoin starts thinking on its own, which can, we could see some of that liquidity go into altcoin. So we just all over the place, right? We just all over the place. Like it doesn't feel like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know how you guys feel. You feel like rich, like wealthy, like how we was. But then the market, it seems to have so much resolve and so much strength. And it's like, if we do keep the strength, yeah, we could continue to go up and put in this next leg, right? Similar to what we seen in 2020 in the prior cycles where we had this 300-day correction, 300 days in, which just means what I'm doing is I'm measuring 300 days after post halving. Is usually we top out 500 and something days after post halving. Historically, this is historical data. You can go back test it yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. And it's looking like just that 300-day correction that we normally get, right? It is what it is. I don't know how y'all feeling. Like, do y'all want crypto to go back up right now, or were you hoping that we just go sideways? Are you ready for the next leg up now? Right. This was Mark was saying. Like, hey, Mark was saying yesterday. He was like, look, we can blow up out of here, and then Q4 be bullish. I mean bearish, right? If we just have this crazy run going into a top out and maybe I don't know. I don't know. Would people selling may go away again? I don't know. Or would people think like we're back and start buying again? I just man, we in like no man's land right now. Honestly, we're in no man's land. Like the economy doesn't feel really good, but then you look in the markets and the markets just keep showing this unlimited amount of strength, right? Yeah, mind bending. It's mind bending. It's literally mind bending. I don't want to think about it too much. We got 36 people in here. Make sure you like and subscribe. What's up, Crypto Tip? Overcome. What's up? You said Turbo is on fire. The last 4 months fire. Now we up. Hey, are y'all ready to blast up out of here? Y'all really seem like y'all ready to blast up out of here. Let's do a poll. Do you want crypto to go up or do you want it to go down? I want the sell in May and go away so I can re-up. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. The trading is smarter people are gonna take the rally and pull the profits. It's been like that the past year. It has. It definitely has been a trader market jumpstart. It definitely has, right? Normally, back in the day, I could wake up like I just woke up to basically a 25x, right? I bought a meme coin at a very low market cap. I came back, it 25x'd, and it was like back in the day, I could just hold that and be like, man, this is it, right? I took some profits, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I took some profits. You know what I'm saying? And it's because of that reason right there. We've been getting chopped up so much. It's like when you do get a win, you gotta make a decision. Do I want to hold this? What do you want to take? Bro, I took some profits, bro. I ain't even gonna cap. And I really didn't want to because I see the lure to the token, right? I understand the lure to the token. So it was tough. You ready for Jasmy and Zebek to go up? Well, let's check it out, man. Let's check it out. Let's check out Jasmy. All right, let's check out Jasmy together. Together, we're happy and we brothers. Give me a five. Hold on, where's Jasmy? I'm sorry, I didn't put my jewelry on because I wanted to look broke, right? Like the guy came in and said he doesn't think crypto changed my life. Okay, so we didn't get that buy signal today. Yeah, on Jasmine is probably waiting to see how it reacts here to these moving averages, which is the 21-day EMA and the 50-day moving averages. Would love to see Jasmine get back above that and really put some strength behind the move once it turns it into support. Right now, Jasmine on the weekly looks really good. You got your confirmation candles above the trend line, so now we're turning the trend line into support. And what we really need to do is turn 2 cents, 2 pennies into support, which is the golden box, the top of the golden box, which is the 618. Right now, it looks like we are starting to maybe put in a higher low and come to retest that. I would assume we get rejected, put in another higher low, and if the market continues to get bullish, we can come to retest these moving averages here. It does look like we're starting a new trend, but you just never know with Jasmine because there's always some type of Binance FUD that just comes and deters us from the momentum that we have. Similar to some, yeah, I don't need to talk about. Anyway, uh, yeah, we came out of massive we came from, excuse me, a massive distribution here. And what you're trying to see is you're trying to want you want to see some consistency here with the volume on the weekly to show that there is accumulation. Accumulation shows that there is demand for the token, right? You want to start to see Jasmy have that demand. I would also pay attention to like the YouTubers' views. If the views start going up on the YouTube videos, we already know that Jasmy gets a lot of social engagement. So you can actually use the YouTube videos as a sentiment checker of when to buy or when to sell. When things start to get hot, when you start to see, for instance, when you start to see me get like 5K, 7K, 10K views on my Jasmy videos, that's when you know Jasmy is probably at the top of the range or the market is hot. When you just see me getting like 900 views, 1,000 views on my Jasmy videos, that's probably when Jasmy is the most quietest, right? So you'll start to see just based off my YouTube channel personally. When Jasmy is hot, my Jasmy videos get 5K, 10K views. When Jasmy is cooled off, my YouTube videos get 900 views, 1K views. So you can actually use that also as a sentiment checker. And it's important to note what the guy in the comment, I'm not looking at the comments right now, but he said in the comments a few comments ago, and he was just like, this has been a trader's market, and it's true. Every time we've gotten the top of these ranges, everybody sells. We get at the bottom of the ranges, traders buy back in, and the market weight makers, what they do is they just cook. They just cook. They just cook. They cook fillet you right in the middle of this range because they mess with your emotions. Like, oh, we up, we got it. We wick above it and we go back in the range. Right now we're above it. What if we get back inside this range, right? People are starting to get depressed again. That's when they start buying, pumping up the price. So the worst market for anybody that's highly emotional is a choppy traders market because you get chopped up because you let your emotions get the best of you. And we've all been there. Trust me, we've all been there. I just love the Fartcoin meta, bro. I hate it as far as like why people are infatuated with farts, but the whole like hot air rises theme to it is just like the perfect theme. The perfect theme. We got 46 people up in here. Make sure that you like and subscribe if I'm cooking. Cooking, goddamn, cook it. 2020 cycle, I traded instead of hodling. This time I hodled instead of trading. Look like you did the opposite in each cycle, PJ. PJ, I've been there, man. Crypto Princess, what's up? Good to see my ladies in crypto, man. Good to see it. Good to see it. What sector do you think is going to explode next in AI? So I think I did a hit piece on a AI sector. I guess I'll pull it up for you guys because I've had it in the Patreon for a while now, at least a couple days, so I can bring it on screen. But this is the type of bonus exclusive content that you get in the Patreon. Example here, I made a hit article here on the Ayuki token, ticker AUKI. Not really trying to shield this, but when you ask me what's the next narrative in AI, this is the next emerging area AI. So I'm gonna just read to you just a brief description here. It says Yuki is built on base blockchain. Just kind of ignore the token here and just pay attention to the utility. And serves as the cornerstone of Poshmess ecosystem. The Poshmess aims to power the generation of augmented reality, robotics, spatial AI for billions of users and devices, creating a bridge between the digital and physical worlds. So physical AI, like actual robotics, spatial AI, I think that's the emerging narrative in AI, right? Collaborations with leading robotic companies to integrate Poshmeth for enhanced robot navigation and spatial reasoning in real world environments. So actually seeing real robots with real fucking brains moving around here, like in life, like in present, like here in your zone, like your own personal robot. I think that we're getting very close to AGI, and this is an emerging AI narrative, right? So, like, I'm not gonna go exactly over this specific token, but I did a breakdown on the team and everything, and I shared. This is the type of stuff that I share in the Patreon. New cryptos and new research that I did. Of course, all of this is high risk. And again, I'm not shilling a Yuki here. I'm just explaining this narrative because a lot of people don't know this narrative. Right? So, possible retail applications for this narrative is appless AR navigation, in-store shopping, guiding customers to products via QR codes, enhancing robotics for inventory management and warehouse automation, decorating physical spaces for digital assets like NFTs, blending digital and physical realities. So when you ask me what's the next narrative in AI, I would say decentralized machine perception networks, and spatial computing and AI-driven interactions within the physical world. Right now, a lot of the automation is in the digital world, but soon a lot of that automation will be in the physical world, right? And this is a token that's working to connect those dots and build that out. So hopefully I answered that question for you good enough, good brother. I appreciate the comment. Let's see here. I use bots as a sentiment checker. When I started to see Amazon ZXY comments and everyone comments again, I knew the bull wasn't over yet. That's a good one, man. That is a good one. Can we just get a good 2-3 week run? It would be nice to get bullish news on utility coins while we're in a bull. Yeah, well, at the end of the day, technically Bitcoin is still bullish, and I wouldn't, I think a good 2 to 3 run is what I'm saying. Think about every time we had a nice good run in cryptocurrency. I mean, let's just go to the altcoin chart here. I guess we can pull up the total three. Guys, it doesn't really run for that long, right? These moves happen really fast, and then that's it, right? You can see here when we had the AI agent run, right? When virtuals was popping off and all the AI agents on Solana was popping off, it was literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. It's literally 5 weeks, 2 months, 2 months of up only in the altcoin market, right? In the core of the bull, we had 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we cooled off a bit. Then we had 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we cooled off a bit, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you think about 14 weeks, 14, 15 weeks of just up only, that's not a long time. So every time we were bullish, it was short lived. Like we had a nice good run, and in the midst of the total three, you gotta understand, in the midst of the total three, you got shit going up 50x. You got things popping up, going up 50x. It's important to note that we just printed a buy signal here on the total three. So we just printed a buy signal after getting a confirmation candle. I didn't even see this. We just printed a buy signal on the total three. This is the altcoin market after getting a confirmation candle here on the weekly. So the indicators tell us that altcoins want to move, right? But we can't solely depend on the indicators, right? We also have to pay attention to what happens in the macro, because the big T is bipolar, and he has the motion to move the market. The same could be said with the Jerome Powell, right? So there's a lot of things that's happening in the macro as well, or a war, or anything you want to call that could be considered a black swan event, or negative to, or have a negative connotation over risk on assets. So let's see if we got that buy signal on the others chart as well. No, we didn't get the buy signal yet on the shitty of the shitties. All right, so the shitties of the shitties, the micro caps, the shitties, the high risk, the ones that go up, and when they pump, you're supposed to take profits and not hodl like you got like your hands is made of rubies or something. Like, that's not, this is not the market. You want to do that with the shitties of the shitties, right? And we didn't get the buy signal yet with the shitties. So I'll let you know. I'll keep you guys posted whenever we do get the buy signal on the shitties. But as far as the top 100 total three, mostly consist of like the top coins, the top 100, looking good, looking really good, looking like they want to put in some relief. And if we start to see ETH go up 10%, just 10% on the day, it's going to be really proactive for a lot of these altcoins, because ERC20 tokens are severely oversold. Like, they wanna breathe. There's a lot of stuff I'm holding on the ERC20 side that wanna breathe, right? It wants to breathe, but it's just like Ethereum won't let it. The like button. Appreciate that, Goncalo. Zebek is, yes. Zebek has actually been in accumulation. Do you think we can get an altcoin season without ETH? Yes. I think that we can get altcoin bubbles without ETH and without Bitcoin dominance go down. Like, it's going to be hella hard to get Bitcoin dominance going down with the with the ETS, right? When you think about the ETS, right, and the institutional interest, it's going to really hard to get that Bitcoin dominance down. And because I am in the Solana ecosystem embedded, like literally, I bought Fartcoin 2 before I went to the gym. I said, man, I like this meta. And then it had the definition of what the second win was. It says usually the second win is more powerful than the first win. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna chunk some money in this, man. Low market cap. When I come back from the gym, if I lost the money, I lost the money. If it blew up from here, it blew up from here, right? Because I was tracking a few wallets and tracking the sentiment of it, and it had a lot of value. I came back, the token up 25x. I look at my wallet when I came back, literally 5 minutes before I started this stream. I'm up 25x on the token. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and you know what I'm saying? It's just like time in the market, bro. Like, if you keep at it. Like, I had a bad week trading too. And then, bam, finally I get my break this morning, 25x. Wow, just like that. And it's because I'm in the market and I have a euphoric mentality towards the market. I'm not sitting here just like doom and gloom bearish. I'm looking for opportunities. I'm putting myself in a position to work, and I understand shit tight, so I got to go harder. And I think everybody should start to subscribe that, instead of waiting for things to happen like Ethereum going to an all-time high. Subscribe to what type of opportunities you may actually find in crypto if you have the extra money, and always practice good risk management. We got the Bears in here. Salute to Hall of Fame. Good clickbait. But yes, I do believe we'll get altcoin bubbles. Specifically, it's happening now. Look what's happened with DTAL and TAL, right? You're seeing, you've seen TAL just had his first 100 million runner within his ecosystem. So you'll have those ecosystem in those bubbles. If you're paying attention to the Sui ecosystem, it's literally a meme coin in the Sui ecosystem. I think it's called like Lofi. It's just been slowly like doing this thing. You know what I mean? Like, staying consistently at a $30 million market cap. And you would just think like, damn, with shit so tight, how is these low caps in some of these meme coins staying at these market caps? So I can't sit here and say that everything is dependent upon Ethereum, right? But my perception is different from anybody that's not doing what I'm doing. If you're just on ETH and you just have ERC20 tokens and you still have the 2021 type of mindset towards your portfolio, then that's all you see. So I get it. Like I truly respect it and I understand it. So it just comes down to your perception. Your perception is your reality, right? And it just is what it is. One more dumped into 60K, 62K, then all time high. You think we go for the retest of 62K? That's interesting. And a good point about having short the pumps have been. Maybe we do for a real pump. Yeah, man. I think that the 300-day correction is a real thing. Guys, I can pull this up on the total three, but and I don't know if I already did it, but like we'll just use Bitcoin because Bitcoin has the most information, right? We're just gonna keep it simple. But like literally every bull run, we just had this weird like here in what's 2018, we had this and let me actually take off my script here and throw the halving so you can see for yourself, guys. And I just and pull this. All right, let's see here. What am I looking for? Bitcoin halving events. All right, cool. All right, so this is what I'm saying. Like this was 2000 and what 18, 2017, 2018, and we had this 300-day correction, literally 50 bars in, 350 days in after the halving. We had this little 300-day correction, and then we've resumed the final leg of the bull run, right? Which topped out 518 days in. Now we fast forward to 2020. Here, same thing. We're in our bull run. 2020, you can see Bitcoin halving 2020. We 300 days in, 52 bars, 364 to be exact. We have this like weird correction, this weird retest of the 50-day moving average, which is the same that happened then. And then we top out 546 days in, literally 78 bars. Now, literally, we fast forward to present day. We're literally having this like weird correction where we come in to retest the 50-day moving average. It was literally 343 days, right? And now it seems like we're getting ready for the next leg up, which should lead us to, like Mark was saying, if this is the next leg up, then the top would be somewhere in October or November. And what he was saying was facts based on the history of these halving cycles, right? So literally we're doing the same shit we just did both cycles. We just 300 days in, we get this weird correction, and then we bounce up out of here, and we set new all-time highs. And you know what I mean? Does this the next leg that take Bitcoin to 200K? I'm starting to get more and more bullish. The way that this shit is playing out, and the fact that we're doing this in quantitative tightening is blows my mind. That we even stay in having this much strength in QT for this long is really blowing my mind, because it's like, how do you stop an asset like Bitcoin if it keeps performing like this no matter what environment? It's literally blowing my mind. But we if we keep up the same trajectory, is this the leg that takes us to 200K? I thought 120. My model always told me like 120, 125 was going to be the top, somewhere between 120 and 130, right? But is this the next leg that takes us to 200K? I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people say we're doing silent QE. The global, the M2 chart is rising. This is it. You know what I mean? Is M2 at all time high. People are looking at Bitcoin like gold now. They're saying Bitcoin is finally. They're saying this is it. They're saying, they're literally on the news. They said Bitcoin is finally decoupled from the stock market. I've never heard them say that before. The new narrative is that Bitcoin is finally decoupling from the stock market. So I don't, I just say it's better to have some skin in the game than not. It's better to at least have your money already in stables, not trying to like transfer from your bank and rush. Because if we blast up out of here, you're not gonna have a chance to make no moves, right? If you still got your money in the bank and you like, oh, when we get confirmation, I'm gonna switch it to crypto. You're gonna miss a lot of shit. You need to already have that stuff prepared now. That don't mean you gotta buy anything. You can just have it in stable coins. But if Bitcoin prints a confirmation candle above the 21 EMA at 92,000, you know, there's a chance that this is started the next leg. So if you're a bear or if you're on the sideline, you want to see Bitcoin get rejected here at 92. You want to see a cold, stone cold rejection. I mean, you want that rejection to send Bitcoin right back into this little window here, this little channel. You want 92K to just hit it with one of those one of them luffies, bam, send it straight back down here. If you a bear, that's what you want. You want the bulls to just get you just want to knock the resolve out of them. Like it's going to knock the resolve out of them because it's going to be like, damn, we just got out the trend and now we're back in it. It's over with. So if you a bear, you just hoping we get a fierce rejection off 92 right now. Gum. Ela, you said, Ela, what up? Render? I'm bullish on Render, bro. I'm bullish on Render. I was doing some research on Render the other day. Because I was researching on gradients. And when I was researching on gradients, it was comparing it to Render because like apparently the same thing. So apparently the same thing that's happening with AI, with the whole like they're running out of compute power and GPUs to actually host all of this shit is the same thing that's happening with rendering, right? Rendering is like hella expensive and shit like that when you're trying to build out maybe a movie or metaverse or something that's visual game, right? Like rendering is like oil, like you need it, right? You can't have you without it. So it's like I see the utility and the use case for something like render. But I don't hold it. But the narrative, I'm bullish on the narrative for sure. To anybody that does hold it, I'm not, I wouldn't discourage holding a token like this because this is a utility and a narrative that's well needed, not just in crypto, but just like in general. So, and the chart doesn't look bad, right? You got a whole cup and handle here, and it's just putting in this handle. You want to just see the handle hold the 786, right? On here on the weekly time frames, guy, weekly time frames. But you got your cup and you got your handle. You just want to see it hold the 786 here. If it can hold the 786, that's bullish. Cup and handle, blast up out of here. Blast off. Alrighty. Let's see what we got here. It's not over. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I came from the gym like, what? Let's go. Did you see the Crow news? Yeah, I talked about it a little bit earlier, John 3:16, man. Blessings off to you, good brother. What up, Crypto Holmes, one of the OGs? Alex, let's be real, 1OK cannot be the Bitcoin top. I don't know if the top will take much longer this cycle. Yeah, but we don't have much time left, right? Right, Hall of Fame? And that's what I'm saying. I don't think 1OK, 108 is the top. I always said 120. My model always told me somewhere between 120 and 130. But that next leg would be very, 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 very small if it was just 120. The way the setup looks, it looks like we ready to blast. Like if you, I know, okay, so you got to take in diminishing gains. I get it, like, but even the what was that the 5.3 theory that Steve talked about, that got debunked, right? And I like Steve, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? But it got debunked. But what I'm saying here is every time we had this 300-day correction, we had like another massive move, man, after it. We had it in 2017. Here, we had our 300-day correction. And this is what I'm saying. I guess you could say in 2020 it was kind of like it wasn't as powerful. So I guess you could say that. So maybe it does top out at 120. Maybe I'm just being a little bit too moon boyish because 2020 it didn't really have a really another nice move, right? It had a good move retest of the all-time high, but it wasn't really like, you know, it didn't really bounce up out of here. So, uh, I'm sorry, I wasn't showing it. But yeah, in 2020, it really didn't bounce up out of here the second time after our 300-day correction. You know what I'm saying? It really didn't. So, I don't know. Is it just going to go for the double top here? And, you know, one, just come to retest here and then it's over with, right? Is that what we're going to get? Right? But according to the pi cycle top indicator, we would have to break 120, and Bitcoin doesn't top out until it breaks the pi cycle top indicator, which is around 120. So if we go above 120, I would be surprised. But man, in 2018, we had a lot of gas left, man. We had a lot of gas left. Now I don't know what the macro environment was here, but there was a lot of gas left. I wouldn't say the same about 2020 though. I mean, it tried 59 to 64, not much of a difference. So yeah, I would say that we probably gonna top out at like 120, 127, maybe 120, 127, right? Um, Somewhere around here. I don't know. I don't know how the macro is gonna be looking. I don't know if we got enough gas, guys. And again, when I say gas, liquidity, so that's the question, chat. Do we got another gas? Do we got enough gas in the tank to blow past 120? Honestly, I'm asking y'all an honest question, man. Do we have enough gas in the tank to blow past 120? Because that's what my motto has always. Do we have enough gas in the tank to blow past 120? I'd like to know everybody's opinion. We got 63 people in here. Like and subscribe if you're new. If you're new to the new. What's up, Wise? Donald Pump used to be Donald Dump. GS, what's the word? Bo Rabbit in his joint. Arc Block getting me all worked up. Good morning. Yeah, man. Arc Block is a good token. All we need is a healthy rate cut within the next 6 months. Yeah, man, that'd be dope. And we already got the silent QE coming in, man. We get that Fed cut and a little bit of hint that QE is happening. We going crazy. I don't think we'll get that hint that QE is happening because we got to be like near 0% interest. How do we even get to 0%? I don't even know if we can even get to 0%. So I think looking for QE is a little too hopeful. I think them just saying we're done with QT is all we need, right? We just need them to stop QT. We don't need QE. We don't need QE. We're thinking that's too far ahead. We don't need QE, right? We don't need QE. We just need them to end QT. That's all we need. I have 150K to 200K for BTC. Let's get it. 10 trillion total market cap. Yeah, man, blah, blah. We've been really, I was on to that, man. I was on to that. Hall of Fame came and cooked me. He said, bro, what happened to the $10 trillion market cap, bro? What happened to the 10 trillion? He came in and cooked me, dog. I said, I don't know, bro. It's over. It's over. Nah, it's never over in crypto. It don't matter if it's bearish or bullish. If you know what you're doing, it's never over in crypto. It's never over in crypto. I'm learning that. It's never over in crypto. You just got to be in crypto. Right, like fully in crypto. Let's see here. 10 trillion, bro. 10 trillion look far fucking away. Oh my god. 10 trillion, bro. 10 trillion look too far away. Bro. 10 trillion. It's not even on the screen, bro. 10 trillion. Bro, if we go to 10 trillion, we are going to be so if the cryptocurrency market goes to 10 trillion, bro, we are going to be so freaking rich, man. We're gonna be so rich, man. 300-day correction. We're gonna be so rich, man. Cryptocurrency market cap go to 10 trillion, bro. Can you just imagine where our altcoins will be if we go to 10 trillion? We only had 3 trillion. That means if the total cryptocurrency market cap 3x's. Yo. Now Millie gonna be in Dubai. Finally, The Rock has come back. 10 trillion, bro. You just gave me some hopium, man. But unfortunately, I don't know if we can get there. Let me get off the hopium trip now. I don't know if we can get there. Not at the moment, but when the rate cap is in June, you will go past 120. I'm thinking between Mark. Yeah, Mark. I didn't even know you was in here, bro. It's good to see you, good brother. I was giving you your flowers a little bit earlier. I can't wait to laugh at the same people laughing at me buying crypto. The number you reach is no longer. I was thinking about that when I started the stream. I said, "Where the bears at?" That's why I rock with Hall of Fame, bro. Hall of Fame He look. I rock with Hall of Fame. Look, he come inside here, he talk his shit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he show up regardless. He already know I was gonna be on his head because I told him relief was coming. I told y'all relief was coming. But you know it is what it is. Hopefully we just crash from here so I could be wrong and y'all could be like, Millie, you told me relief was coming. I don't even got predictions no more. But everybody was saying, yeah, everybody was saying it. But at the end of the day, I respect the man because he come inside here and hang regardless. Regardless. 10 trillion million due time, but most like 5 trillion this cycle. Yeah, man. I think that was a little too hopeful, chat. I think that was a little too hopeful. I think that was a little too hopeful. Right? Yeah, man. Hey, yo, KG, what's up, bruh? Hey, yo, KG, I hit one early this morning, bruh. 25x, baby. 25x, bro. 25x, bro. And it's still rising. Oh my God, chat. 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 Look at this. Chat, look at my average price. Look at my average price on this. 38,000. Chat, this shit at 2 million. What the fuck? Look where I bought at. I had to move all them funds, bro. I bought literally at 38,000 and now we at 2 million. What the fuck? This shit is cooking. Let's go. Chat, it's no cap. It's no cap. 38,000 is my average price on this. There is always opportunity and I just went to the gym and said, fuck it, I'm coming back. Second win always is better than the first win. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Oh yeah, you made it, Fartcoin 2, let it breathe. Hey, you already know it. Dog, you need to get, bro, when we get back in the trenches, bro, you my go-to, go. I can't do this by myself, bro. I just showed you the coin. It's called Fart. No, I'm not showing the coin no more, bro. Don't go buy the coin. Don't go buy the coin until that shit correct. Do not go buy the coin until it correct, right? Because you don't want Millie dumping on you. Millie got in that coin at a $38,000 market cap, similar to when I found Crash token. Please do not hop in that token. Please don't. I'm begging you. Please don't hop in the token. All right? Or unless you're gonna wait for a correction. The whole point of me showing you guys that was to show you that there's always opportunity in crypto. I literally 25x my money or whatever. I'm going with Ant-Man, Baby Jordan, bro. I'm not. I don't rock with Braun, bro. I'm a Jordan fan, so I'm going with Baby Jordan, Ant-Man, Ant-Man, sweet. What are you asking me, GS? Ant-Man for the sweep. I don't rock with Braun. I'm going with Baby Jordan, Ant-Man for the sweep. He said, "Let it breathe." Hey yo, KG, I need my dog in the trap with me, bro. Dang, I need my dog in the trap with me, bro. Salute the post chain. I need my dog in the trap with me, man. Damn, bruh. Demon 1281. You wanna get dumped on, huh, bruh? I'm telling you, don't buy nothing that I talked about. The 1000x to drop the live. Oh, what that 25 was or the subnet? Oh man, I'm up on my subnets too, bro. I guess that's why I'm so happy because I am up on a lot of stuff as of late, guys. I ain't even gonna cap. I'm up on my subnets, but that wasn't even a subnet. We're never even gonna talk about subnets because I'm up on my subnets too. I guess that's why I'm just like feeling a little bit better. But I want everybody to be up on their tokens and shit, man. It don't feel good unless that's why I want my boy AOKG to hit the trenches with me, bro. It don't feel good unless we all winning, bro. We all gotta win. And that's why I've been trying to tell y'all stop waiting on Ethereum. Start waiting on Ethereum to hit all-time high and think things got to shake. Things going to shake in crypto regardless. I'm a living witness, guys. Living witness. About the 1000x, bro. I hope it 1000x. I got to play around with the pink seal, though. Man, bro, all you got to do is practice makes perfectness, bro. I created a word. I know. That's all you got to do is consistently keep at it. Think about it, guys. If I'm on my computer scanning the market 16 hours a day and it's at least 5 hitters throughout the day, you don't think you're going to catch one? You're going to catch something, right? You either going to catch something and you're going to either take your profits or you're going to catch something too late or you're going to get dumped on, right? You're going to catch something, right? But let's say you have a bad 2 or 3 days, because I had a bad 2 or 3 days. I ain't afraid to say it. But you just keep scanning, bro. You just keep scanning and you make sure that you practice good risk management. So if you say, okay, I got $1,000, I'm going to just take this band and I'm going to point two to death. And I'm going to buy and I'm going to only buy tokens somewhere between a 5K and 40K market cap, depending on your strategy, right? And I'm going to 0.2 or 0.5 to death. And I'm only going to play with this 1,000 and only this 1,000. I'm not going above it. If I lose it, I lose it because I can afford to lose it. But this is it. If I don't win nothing from it, this is it. That's my mindset. I'm like, okay, I'm going to play with a band. I know if I keep hitting the goddamn, at some point, I'm going to hit a jackpot. The problem is, either people just be throwing their money and buying everything, clicking buttons, don't know what they're doing, and not actually having a strategy. A strategy means, and AOKG know my strategy, but a strategy means like, hey, when we hop in the trenches, we only buying tokens no more than a 10K market cap. So 5 to 10K. I don't give a fuck how the narrative look. I don't care if it's pumping. I'm not getting in it past 10K. Because if I do, it's a good chance I get dumped on. So I need to get in it as close to the initial launch as possible. And if I miss on a couple runners because I missed out, I missed out. But I'm going to catch these ones between 5 and 10K, and I'm going to stick to that. Now, you're not buying everything. You already know what you're looking for and what market cap you're willing to buy. And if a few runners run past it, it's cool because you know you're going to catch one. And that's all it takes is to catch one. But the problem is people go in and they like, oh, this is pumping 3 KOLs bought this. You never copy trade. You can ask AOKG, like the people who copy trade get wrecked, bro. Do not copy trade in the trenches. That's the worst thing you can do is copy trade. Find your own hitters. And guess what happens? They gonna get in after you if you find something early. Never copy trade. That's how you get broke really, really fast in the trenches. Copy trading. That's the worst thing you can do in the trenches is copy trading. Unless you got state-of-the-art RPCs and GPUs, which means your computer move really, really fast, and you got a bot that's built specifically in Solana using CLI or whatever type of coding, whatever you do not copy trade. You got to have a fast bot and a fast computer to copy trade. Good with the sauce, but it made me so much sense when you told me what you said. Just do it. Just play around with it. Yeah, you got the setup. It ain't no point for you to be having your shit set up the way you set up, bro. You got the scanners. You got the whole setup. You got the whole playground set up exactly so that it works for you. You ain't got to go there all the time. But you know, in your free time, you say, okay, let me hang around. Let me go ahead and trench for 2 hours. I got $100 I'm trying to lose. Let me trench for 2 hours. You never know what you might. Yeah, you might lose the honcho, but hey, you might turn that honcho into $2,000. It is what it is. You gotta keep scanning. I never say keep clicking because that's where you mess up. But just keep scanning, guys. Keep doing your research regardless of the state of the market. And you always will put yourself in a position to run into an opportunity in crypto. When you stop doing research, when you stop scanning the market, that's when you get behind on the trends. You said Bitcoin surpassing gold. Kawhi was going crazy, bro. Kawhi is back. Yeah, Ant-Man, NBA fans are mentally ill. Gotta hate LeBron because they like MJ. Bro, I'm rocking with baby Jordan, bro. I'm not rocking with Bron, bro, because I'm a Curry fan, bro. I'm a Curry and I'm a Jordan and Curry fan, bro. That's my favorite players. Michael Jordan, then Steph Curry. Maybe Steph Curry, then Michael Jordan, because I seen Steph Curry whole career. So I'm gonna put Steph Curry first. Steph Curry, then Michael Jordan. Those are my two favorite players of all time, bro. So I do not rock with LeBron. And I believe LeBron is the second greatest player of all time behind MJ. I just think he's not better than MJ. If you jump in Friday, let me know. Let's get to it, bro. I think we could make some cook, bro. We got good chemistry. No, just so I can see which one it is. All right, I'll show you which one it is. Um, this one right here. Fartcoin 2, Second Wind. I gotta play around. You don't have to wait but stack your blue chips. There's actually your strategy is a pure sniper mentality, discipline and no emotions. Yep, that's the best way to make money in the trenches. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta be disciplined, bro. Dejan life. That's right, Hall of Fame. Dejan life, bro. But like, I'm chilling right now. I took my profits. I got into a token at a $38,000 market cap. It's pushing 2 million. I got a whole moon bag chilling. I'm feeling good today. I got my profits out. And I'm hoping that shit go to 1 billion like Fartcoin, and I'm gonna feel so good. I'm gonna feel so fucking good because I got into it at a $38,000 market cap. MJ, Kobe, then Steph. Let's go, Kobe, bro. I like MJ. I like Kobe, but Kobe was like, we already got MJ. What I need Kobe for? Give me MJ and Steph. Kobe is that dude though. That's my guy. Nike brainwashed y'all to debate MJ and nah, bro. MJ had grace on the court. MJ had grace on the court. Like, no, okay, so this is my thesis. I'm gonna be very, very clear with you, Hall of Fame. This is my thesis, right? Like, year 3, LeBron James, probably the greatest player I ever seen with my eyes. Like, year 3, LeBron James on Cleveland was the greatest basketball player that I've ever seen touch the hardwood floor, right? But I feel like after he left Cleveland, he lost that fire to be the GOAT. Right now, it's like self-proclaimed GOAT, right? But he lost that fire, right? Like Jordan had that fire, bruh. That fire. He didn't go team up to do none of that. He got it out the mud, bruh, and I respect that. I see it in Ant-Man. I seen it in Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Steph been with his same team the whole time. He ain't go do all that extra stuff like Braun did. Braun is the reason the NBA league is so soft today, bro. And buddy buddy. He made the league buddy buddy. So I don't really like that. So there's no way he can be my GOAT. But he is the second greatest player that I've ever seen play with my eyes behind Michael Jordan. LeBron has an award. Larry Jordan never won an Olympic. Oh man, get out of here. Olympic, bro. I thought Austin Reeves the best player. So MJ, bro. When I watch MJ as a kid, bro, the grace that he had on the court, the pull up, the perfect motion with his jump shot, the way he looked in the air when he did this, like, bro, no one has ever had that type of grace, bro. Like a mythical creature, bro. Yes, that's why that's what the media made it, but that's what it is. And then he dropped the Jordans, bro. And the Jordans, nobody has shoes like him, bro. He had the Jordans, bro, the MJs, dog. Bro, that's MJ, bro. I believe I can fly, bro. Stop it. Man, I like players that got that dog in them, Hall of Fame. That dog in them, bro. That's all I'm saying. Braun don't got the dog in him, bro. He's a great player. He's the second greatest player of all time, but he ain't got that dog in him, bro. He ain't got that dog in him. But see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all saying facts because Braun made the league soft. So now it's y'all think it's cool to like buddy up and do all that extra stuff, bro. That ain't, bro. I don't respect that. I respect MJ because he got the dog in him. Keep me in Chicago. Build around me. I'm that dude. I'm gonna get us there. I'm gonna take us home. If you need 40 in the playoffs, I'm gonna give you 40. Coach told me to play point guard for 10 games. I gave him triple doubles, right? They said I couldn't shoot the three. I gave him the three in the shrug. I can shoot the three. Stop playing with me. I just don't gotta shoot the three because my mid-range so nasty. Braun don't got that, bro. Braun don't got that. Come on, man. There's no greater feeling than playing with house money instead of your own. That's true. Reggie called Jordan Black Jesus. I told you it was Nike, and you just proved me right. Man, Jordan, bro, bronze shoes ass, bro. It ain't my fault. A whole vault full of shoes. Think about it. MJ tenacity, bro. I like Ant-Man shoes better than bronze, bro. I rock with Ant-Man, bro. He got that dog in him, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't see that from Braun. I don't see that from Bronny, his son. Just don't see it in his family line. Them niggas, they ain't got no dog in them. They really good players though. You got to be cut from a different cloth, man. Is that it, guys? I think that's it. I think we covered everything. We done started talking about basketball. Y'all not. I got a whole basketball. I should start like a whole basketball channel, and well, really sports. I'm already doing some things with sports. Yeah, I rock with King. I rock with King James, bro. Guys, I'm a LeBron. I rock with LeBron. I just fuck with Curry and Jordan more. There's nothing wrong with that. I rock with LeBron over KD. I really don't rock with KD. I rock with LeBron over Kawhi. I really don't rock with Kawhi. So I still rock with Bron. Altcoin season, yes, sir. We got the legend himself in here, Connor on chain. You see how we cooking over there, Connor on towel, baby. Let's go. Tell them about AI. Hey, I know you know about this project too, Connor, because you be over there on base, bro. You know what I mean? I know you know about this robotics project right here. Bryce is raw. Bryce is raw. That's what I'm saying. Like, Bryce is raw. Like, I'm a hooper. Bryce is a hooper, bro. Bryce is raw. The only thing that kind of threw me off is that his stats were so low this season. Like, I thought he was gonna have a massive year. Watching him chew his mouth. I like what. Come on, bro. Pause. Pause. If you watching basketball just to watch Curry chew his mouthpiece, you watching for the wrong reasons, brother. KD very overrated. All right, guys, I gotta get out of here. I'm about to hit the trenches, man. I don't know if you want to. I don't know if anybody want to hang in the Discord. If no, if so, I'll hang around the Discord. But I'm about to go hit the trenches, man. You know, it's a lot of. Look. There we go. There we go. We got confirmation on the new narrative. I know somebody asked me about it, and there we go. Yup, hey Yuki, my favorite AI robotics coin right now. Look, I told y'all that's the next AI narrative. I'm telling y'all, next AI narrative. Connor, I did a whole hit article on Ayuki, bro. I did a whole hit article for my Patreon, bro. It's just, bro, people sleeping on the physical nature of robotics, right? We're not there yet, but we soon will be entering AGI, y'all. Get ready. So a lot of this AI stuff is digital right now, but soon it's going to be physical. When he chooses mouthpiece, I start watching. Why you gotta hate David B? That's like hating off Jordan because he sticking his tongue out, bro. Curry known for chewing his mouthpiece. And he hit them buckets, 30-footers, pulling up from half court, bro. The GOAT shooter. Don't disrespect the GOAT shooter, the light-skinned assassin. You shot in my video. Dojo, yeah, bro. I got a couple cookers over there on towel, bro. Bro, bro. We gotta get up, bro, because I don't think people understand how bullish gradients is, bro. Gradients subnet, guys. Gradient subnet 56. You might look at it and be like, well, Millie, it's a $40 million market cap. Do not sleep on subnet 56. It's already being adopted. Literally adopted. Literally, it's the best hosting technology out there, and you can do it's the best from performance, and it's the cheapest. It's outperforming AWS, Google, and other platforms. And people are starting to use it. Gradient subnet 56. We're gonna look back at a $40 million market cap and laugh at it. And laugh at it. The Steph chewing his mouthpiece is peak light skin. Yo, you got an aura farm, bruh. Salute to my boy Sun Jin Woo. There's nothing wrong with looking in the sky and aura farm when you know you that guy. You just you that guy. You got an aura farm real quick, man. You got an aura farm. That's where we at. Yeah, yeah, bro. Gradients. Appreciate you, Connor. You got his rookie card? I like Jordan. I like Jordan. I like Kobe. I'm the Jordan, my second bet favorite player behind Curry, bro. It would be my first, but see, I seen Curry whole career, so I gotta be real. Bryce has to be low stats. If he drops high numbers now, they'll want too much of a higher expectations later on. Nobody really thinks about that, but that's true because he's already gonna have high expectations because he's LeBron's son. Working at Gary Sheffield's house, he played baseball with MJ. Gary Sheffield, is that the comedian? Is that the funny guy? All right, guys, I'm about to hit the trenches. I appreciate everybody that showed up to the stream today. We went crazy. We had fun. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm about to go back to the trenches, man, because I think that is a lot of money to be made today. And I'm taking it easy though, right? Once I hit big in the trenches, I like to kind of like chill. It's like going to the casino. You hit in the casino, you just won't want to go back to the casino because then what if you lose everything you just made? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna be scanning the market, doing some research, right? But taking it easy because I already got a 25x today. So I'm about to figure some things out. Maybe do some staking. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Tell somebody you love them today. Tell somebody you love them today. Go take a walk, drink your water, stay healthy, guys. Health over wealth. And we're gonna get to it tomorrow. Don't think about this market. Don't think about altcoin season or none of that, right? We got a lot of stuff we need to do first before we can even think of an altcoin season, right? Just remember that. But don't be so bearish to where you miss out on opportunities, because one thing that never can be denied in the cryptocurrency space is that there isn't opportunities daily. You just got to be bold enough to take them. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Make sure you like and subscribe. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one. Appreciate that, Mark. Appreciate that.